in the operating room where them people are all falling all out. And they escape that particular way or whatever type way of doing it. That's alien stuff that is going on with these particular white people, and they are abducted them by the thousands. You see, they abducted them by the actual thousands. So now these are some things that's actually going on at this particular time. So now what we're saying is the time is actually now. We don't have a lot of doggone time as far as how bad can the thing get. You see what I'm saying? How bad can the time get? This stuff is happening, and you are the people that's actually on the frequency. Remember, Lucifer means light bringer. And you can only bring light not unless you have the black dot. So you are that particular white man's Lucifer. Melchizedek, they call, is also the solar phallic Lucifer, and Melchizedek is the Most High God. He is the physical embodiment of what God could be is in the walking flesh if he wanted to take that form, which is the Most High God. So the triple blackness of space and this melanin is the actual devil to the actual white man. And so now I want to close out because I always have a problem where I can't get enough. I promised myself this time that I'll do some question and answers in a good bit. So I want to close out and I want to give some question and answers right now. So you all go ahead and we're going to close out and we're going to get some question and answers. Okay, what's that, brother?
Okay, this last point you were just going, I'm trying to follow. You said that these other beings from elsewhere,
yeah,
they're coming here abducting white people.
Yeah.
They can rise up on the earth plane.
Now, no, some of them implanting their babies, their children, or their seeds, and impregnating them so they can be on the earth plane. You see what I'm saying?
Why would they want to do that?
Well, they're not really interested in the white people. They just want to be here because they can get lifted up. There's a lot of juice and a cosmic juice that can happen at this particular time. A lot of people are trying to get here in the other parts of the universe. And they say, man, this place here is full of different type of people. And I know I saw one of the brothers, and I believe he was from Sirius. And like I said, it was a brother, but he looked like us. He had a fade, and he was black and everything. But inside, in his eyes, what I saw, they were a little bit back in the socket. And they say you can tell, and the white boys always can tell the alien. They say because the simple fact, they say when they come in, they ask them a certain questions that most people will know. You see. Number one, most of the aliens going to come in, they're going to speak with an English accent. So they ain't going to come in from no other country. So they're going to ask them a certain amount of things that people know. And they say that so the aliens, they evade the issues of some kind of way. They don't say certain simple things or certain things, you know, even by credit cards, any kind of thing pertaining to the business that they're trying to do in the store. They know that they're aliens. But I was up in Avalon, and I actually saw this particular person. I didn't believe it at first when I went up and I said, okay, cool, he an alien. I said, shoot. I said, what am I talking about? Black people. I said, what am I talking about? Am I crazy? So I got to the front door so I can meet this brother, so I can rap to him. And by that time, the white man came up and started talking to me, and I'm trying to get him from around me so I can rap with this brother. And at that time, when we talked for a little while, after a while I looked, the brother was going out of the store. Well, I'm at the front door, and he damn sure didn't come through me. And they don't have no back door. So how did he get out of there? You see. So now there's Project Lift Up also too that's going on with all this particular parts. A lot of the things that's coming, I say that a lot of brothers don't come to this planet for the simple fact that they know that there's enough of their cousins here, us. But then again, I can't say that either because if they're black people, who am I to say? You know what I mean? They look just like you and I. It could be millions of them. I don't know. Just a person I don't know. So, you know. But they're all around. Remember Honorable Elijah Muhammad said in his book there's going to be an angel on each corner. And these angels are here now. And always look for the strange ones around you, too. Because I met a brother in Detroit. He gave me piles of stuff on Sirius. Piles of stuff. And the brother came to the thing, man, and there was a book I was looking for. It was out of print. And he located that book and found that book and Xeroxed me a copy of the book and everything. Man, the brother hooked me up. But this brother had a big-ass afro. I said, well, that's cool. You know, Ice Cube and wearing that thing back in style. But what I didn't know is this brother had worn his afro from the 1970s through the 80s, through the part of the 90s. I said, yeah, you a weird black man now. I said, you had to catch a lot of ridicule behind that mother. He said, I still catch it today. And he had a big old foe too, one of them Ricky Silver's type deal, you know. So now the key is, but it's always the ones that's the strangest ones around us. Anybody that's a pillar of the society, run from them. Them the ones that's the most insane. The ones that can't fit in, everybody think is strange, everybody think is a nerd, everybody think is stupid, them the ones to run to. This brother gave me all kinds of stuff, you know. Gave me all kinds of stuff and all. Big old brother with a fro. You know, like that, you know. With a fro and all, man. So that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about and all. So we don't know. What's that? Go ahead.
When you were talking about pan, you describing what the symbols on pan.
Yeah.
You also said it's half goat. What's the half goat represent?
The half goat also represents, the goat is also a form of the lamb, which is also a form of the Christ. Also, the goat and the ass, the donkey, is in the same similarity. And remember, the Jews venerated the ass. And they got that from, because Typhon was also in the form of an ass, a donkey, and the whole 9 yards. So that is just the Greeks' counterpart of Soot, which it used to be a donkey, and an ass, they put it into a goat, and the whole 9 yards. But he does have this, he has all of the signs on him. You see? He has all of the signs on him. You see? And believe me, like I said too, I just got a problem with if the white man is worried about a devil or a Satan, and he's worried about that much hell is this Satan giving us, then that's the Satan I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? And his God is our devil, as a matter of fact. That's the reason why you don't need to go back in them churches. Because most of them haven't even made the attempt to take the white Jesus Christ off them churches in the whole 9 yards. So that particular Pan, but the Greek god Pan, once you study the science, and there's a good book to give you all of the mythology broken down into science. They deal with the Chinese calendar and the Chinese science. They go back to the dog star. They deal with the Dogon. They deal with the Greek with Pan, and all that based on Sirius. And the book is called Hamlet's Mill is the name of that book. And it's talking about the ancient man's science. Mythology is actually physics and science. And that's how they taught the people. So when you learn it all in that book, they tell you, it says the great Pan is dead, which meant the paganism was dead. And pagan means the people. That's what pagan means. It means the people. And then they say great Pan is represented as Sirius, the dog star, which is the same thing in the Holy Quran in the Book of the Dead. So we ain't talking about but one God who knew good and evil. God is evil too. God will kill you. We are gods and we can kill too. That's why they say watch what you think and say to other people. That's one of the reasons why Thunderdog wants you to hit all the people you got mad with a bolt of lightning. Because as you go up in your vibratory rate change, you can actually hurt those people by your thoughts. You see what I'm saying? So you got to do a bolt of lightning. And the more you go up in spirituality, the more you're going to be tested. So therefore, more people are going to make you mad. And that's an initiation for yourself. You see? Initiation for yourself. And all. But if you look at the devil, they'll show you the devil in the tarot cards. And if you get the Alistair Crowley tarot cards, and that devil is called the Baphomet, or the Baphomet, which also means the Knights Templar was the form of the god Pan that they said was the Baphomet, who is the original god. The god of the perfect black. That's why doggone, what's the name, when they were saying that, remember, he studies the secret societies. Bill Cooper. And that's why Bill Cooper started calling Osiris the devil. But the devil is the god of the perfect black, which is the indication of melanin, so he was right. That's his devil. That's our God. That's why they call him the devil. They said in Lucifer. Lucifer means light bringer. Just turn all the stuff back around because all of the science go back. But the whole key of this whole thing is I know you see a black man up here telling you in the late hour some stuff about Lucifer and the devil and you scared. But the whole key to this whole thing is the brotherhood say, if you're going to take on the responsibility of getting down, you can't be scared of nothing. You got to wipe that fear out. Because fear, it comes from ignorance. And ignorance is the true sin. There's no such thing as a sin. You can't be born in no doggone sin. And like I said before, okay, we say God or Osiris or whoever going to be the judge. I go stepping up. They say, Bobby, you did this on the earth plane, you did that, you did this and did that. Remember you was in South Carolina, you did, remember in Atlanta, you did this, and you going to hell. Even if there's a hell, let's see when we put a little story right now going on. I say, well, you know what? You can't judge me for that. I said, why? Because I stand before you in an African vessel or an ancient black man's vessel. But when I was doing those things, I was hitting the head and didn't even know who I was. As a matter of fact, I was born in a world not even knowing who the hell I was. So how can I be charged by something when I was a dead man? So ain't no damn thing about no sin. You know what I'm saying? And if they talk about a hell or a hell, send me to that place. That's got to be a retreat from this place. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it ain't no such thing as you can't be born. No, sin is ignorance. And the ultimate sin on the earth is to be born in a world, a rat thinking you a cat or a cat thinking you a rat, which we are the only people on the earth plane that have suffered total brain amnesia. So therefore, that's the doggone sin. We live in the sin in ignorance. And remember in Egypt, ignorance is evil. The day you don't learn something is the day that you don't live. And every day you live, you're supposed to learn something. And say he is ignorant, so teach him. That is the ultimate sin. So your fears about this devil and all this spooked out stuff is coming from the ignorance. And the white man know you being ignorant, he give you more of that stuff. That's why they got you in the church. See, that's the key about the church. Because one of the Christians will tell you, I don't see none of them other religions talking about hell like that. That's why I don't mess with them. I said, no, quite the contrary. You don't supposed to be in that one because that one is harping on hell the most and got you scared. That's why the white man built them doggone churches, to teach you of a spooked out devil, to be scared of your own self, which your black people live up under the ground, which is his devil. He calls the devil. He's right, he calls it the devil. He said that's the devil live up under the ground. Go get the book, Richard Hinckley Allen's book, Star Names, Their Allure and Their Meanings, and read on all the stuff on Sirius in the book. Where the Africans say, woo, and the Greeks used to say heaven is hot. Heaven is hot. The equator was known as hell to the white man, which was the heat of the equator, which was hot, which was his hell. But black people strive from that. Heaven is hot. Because Sirius in the dog star months used to come and it was so hot, it would melt. They say it would melt the earth in a mythological sense. Say hell was hot. The devil up under the ground is his doggone devil. That's Sephthanis, which is soot, which is another form of him up under the ground. That's Osiris in the Amenta. Osiris being the black god wrapped in the mummy bandages in the Amenta that's going to rise back up as his son Heru, which is the white man devil. Harpar